cops are investigating people that are close to David, and these people are starting to get concerned. And this information is coming from ABC7 out of Los Angeles after we heard from multiple different sources that the cops believe that David did have help in dismembering Celeste and also concealing her body. Here is the headline coming out of this article from ABC7. David and other suspects being looked at in the passing of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Investigators believe that David played a role in the passing of Celeste and got help from others in trying to dispose of her. One source says they are focusing in on certain individuals, and those individuals are concerned now that they know that the Los Angeles police are focusing in on them. And this is potentially a huge deal because we're also getting other reports that they have also talked to people that are close to David. This part really makes me wonder if one of the people that they are looking into is the person that drove the Tesla to its final parking spot. You guys all remember Steve Fisher coming out and saying that he was able to positively identify who parked David's Tesla in the very last spot on July 29th. Also said before this person got into this car, there was no air freshener hanging from the mirror, but after this person dropped this car off, then the air freshener was in David's Tesla. He said that he was able to figure out who this person was because they were wearing something pretty distinctive. And there are photos that he has from 12 hours earlier of that person at the house wearing the same thing. A lot of us suspect that the person he's probably talking about is David's friend Neo, because he said that he got photos of this person offline. This person was also at David's house wearing whatever distinctive outfit they were wearing 12 hours earlier before moving that car on July 29th. Have Neo wearing this outfit on July 28th and in David's house. It's also just more than that. This part that Steve Fisher said, I never really caught onto it before, but he started talking about how after the person parked David's Tesla in the final parking spot, then a tour bus would show up and they would head to San Francisco to start tour. Which left us with even more speculation into Neo, because we know based off photos that are online that Neo and Asia were at the San Francisco performance. But he says here's something very specific. They did a video from inside the tour bus. So I believe hours after the car was moved, they actually got on the tour bus and headed to San Francisco. And look at who are the only people that are in this tour bus with them.
Embark on our tour adventure. We got the Bangin' Balls burgers, the Bangin' Balls tender, tour bus vibes, studio in the back because we making music called Tour. You know where it's at. You know what it is. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. See y'all in San Francisco. First show on the way.
This is probably the case because Neo did unfollow David during this situation and also scrubbed a lot of his things on social media. I'm sure the police also have this information because if you remember, there are cameras that were on David's house. So I am sure that Neo is probably one of the people that they have questioned or they could be possibly looking into. But now let's get back to this article. ABC News is told investigators still have a lot of work left to do, but there is no hurry because they're being methodical and they want to make sure that they get it right. Investigators are trying to narrow down what the roles were in the crime, and they are also working to determine if her passing was an unaliving or if it was something like an OD and then the body was improperly disposed of afterwards, which is why they're waiting on the medical examiner's report because it will help try to determine what happened. They also go on to say because she was so badly decomposed that it is taking some time for the autopsy to come back. ABC is being told that it won't be immediate that they will get these results, but they do think that the cause may be determined in the next days to weeks. Now, I do find it very interesting. Not only are we hearing from multiple different sources that some people around David are telling the investigators something, but there are also a couple people that are starting to get very nervous because they are getting wrapped up into this whole case as well. This is something that I will be following very, very closely because, like I said, I felt like this was the reason why we are getting this information now from LAPD sources about David being viewed as a suspect and also them believing that other people were involved. Felt like it was a tactic to put pressure on the other people. That way they start to get nervous and they want to talk about what they know, especially after figuring out that he never cooperated with this investigation. And we do know that he's lawyered up. So what the cops are going to do is try to go after the other people that they believe are connected. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.